General Hospital spoilers reveals that Sonny's threat is likely to surface soon. Fans will recall that when Laura went to see Cyrus and questioned him for hiring someone to assassinate her and Martin, Cyrus denied it and said that someone else must have done it. Cyrus even warned Sonny that his territory was being targeted by the mysterious figure. Obviously, since Sonny became the leader, he has faced a lot of risks, and Sonny has handled it well. Up to this point, there are 5 families that jointly govern New York, but only Sonny and Selena Wu can stand. Now these two are still keeping the peace, but once the threat appears, things will take a different turn. Marshall is the biggest suspect at this point. He had just returned to Port Charles and claimed to be Curtis's biological father. But in Curtis's memories, his father died of heart disease when he was very young. Curtis had a rough childhood without his father by his side. At first, Marshall appeared in town and always followed Curtis or investigated information related to him. Marshall even reached out to Curtis's relatives, which worried him greatly, but when Marshall revealed his identity, Curtis was shocked. Anyway, Marshall's actions were suspicious, and Curtis quietly investigated him further. What Curtis is doing is understandable because he is very careful. Curtis was worried about the people around him, so he wanted to make sure no threat could exist. In contrast, Marshall had a different opinion. He thought Curtis would welcome this new father and rejoice instead of questioning him about where he had been and what he had done. Anyway, Marshall had to answer for Curtis, and he said that he had to participate in the witness protection program so he kept the secrets from even family members. However, according to Stella's words, Marshall was still hiding something. He is sometimes hatching some very dangerous plot, and it will hurt Curtis more than when Marshall left the family. It seems that Marshall's power is great and not inferior to Sonny's. Stella herself once revealed that Marshall was potentially a threat to Curtis. Marshall and Jennifer Smith may be plotting to take over Sonny's territory, but why did Marshall reach out to Curtis in the first place? Curtis's Savoy bar is a busy spot, and it's a perfect place for Marshall to launder money. He even gathered information in Port Charles and made the necessary connections for future planning. Curtis will be very disappointed when he discovers Marshall's purpose but can't do anything about it. At least Curtis had to wait until Sonny was fit enough to knock Marshall out of Port Charles. After all, what is Marshall's true identity? He approached Curtis for a pre-existing purpose, not to compensate for his son. Marshall wants to use the Savoy to launder money. Is Curtis in danger of getting involved with Marshall? Sonny must mentally prepare to deal with the dangers to come.